Hello, and welcome to Destination Fulfillment.
Life coaching for business owners. I'm Janine.
And I'm Rodney, and we're going to be bringing you a weekly podcast to help you launch your business or grow the business that you already have.
Along with tips and tricks to help you live a fulfilled life.
Because you are more than just your business. Life is first, business should be second. That's why we say this is life coaching for business owners. We coach you on your business and your life so that you can have the best of both worlds.
So Rodney and I met in 2017 on Bumble because we're cool like that. And we ended up...
So cool.
And then we ended up getting married in 2019 on our 2-year anniversary. Or close to
Basically.
it. Basically. And then Rodney was finishing up his coaching certificate.
Yes, I was. I got certified through IPEC, which is the Institute for Professional Excellence in Coaching, an ICF accredited coaching program, globally recognized for the excellence of the program, helping coaches learn about the ethics, morals, and responsibility to be a good coach so that we can help the public by changing one life at a time.
Sounds impressive.
Wow.
I'm impressed. Anyways, so as he was finishing up his coaching degree, I was starting a new position at a global public relations agency working in corporate responsibility. We ended up moving to the Bay Area. We're both originally from Southern California. So we ended up moving to the Bay Area.
Which bay, you ask? The San Francisco Bay.
The San Francisco Bay. The only bay. And we launched Diorio Coaching.
Yes, we did.
So then once we launched Diorio Coaching, as the story goes, the pandemic hit. And
yes, it did.
We were just as affected as most people. It's starting to sound like a same old story kind of thing.
If you weren't affected by the business, consider yourself one of the fortunate few. As most of you know and have experienced yourself, this global pandemic of the COVID-19, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, has hit everybody hard. But I honestly think it has not hit anyone harder than the small business owner. Most local communities, for a period of 1 to 6 months, completely shut down all brick and mortar stores that were labeled non-essential. And unfortunately, that is most of us. So we have had to, just like you, change and adapt over time. And we wanted to bring this podcast to you, the listener, so that you can learn different tips and tricks, like Janine mentioned earlier, on how to operate your business in a changing global environment. Go ahead.
And on top of that, we also want to make sure that you, as a human, is feeling fulfilled in your life, because we know, Rodney used to own his own business, a brick and mortar business, and I've done a lot of nonprofits and operated nonprofits, so we both know that it's very easy for your business to become your life, and in order to have a fulfilled life, it needs to be a piece of your life, but not the whole picture.
Absolutely. And just like anything, balance is key. You can go to the gym 7 days a week and work out really hard, but if you don't have the diet to balance that other side, you're ultimately not going to get to your peak level of performance. And business is the same way. If you put all of your time and all of your energy just focusing on your business, there's other parts of your life that will struggle. Relationships, your personal health, many different aspects of life can be affected when we don't give attention to them. We have to be in a balanced life. And that's really what this podcast is going to be about, is helping business owners understand where they need to focus their energies and really help them structure their life in a way that they can not only be successful in business, but be successful as an individual and ultimately find that total fulfillment to where you have a life that you don't need a vacation from. You have that success in business, in your relationship, with your family and friends, your health and fitness. Have the total package, because after all, I think we all believe that we deserve to have the total package. And if you don't believe that you deserve to have the total package, then you definitely need to be listening to this podcast, because we will change your mindset to make you believe. You hang around and listen to us long enough, we will change your mind and make you believe in yourself.
Damn, I'm feeling inspired already.
A lot of what this podcast is going to be about is business. That is our main focus. Our clients are business owners, straight and to the point. But we're not always going to be talking about business. We are going to have guests on the show from time to time to talk about different areas of health, fitness, finances, your general life, relationship coaching, how to build a business while you're with us. How to build a business that you're running with your spouse and be able to separate time from business time to personal and romantic time with your spouse. Because if you can't separate those two things, there's going to be some romantic issues or relationship issues there. So stick it out with us. We know this is our first episode, and it's probably going to be a little choppy, but stick it out with us, and I guarantee you are going to find the success, the happiness, and the fulfillment that you've been looking for.
So at the end of each episode, we're going to leave you with something we called Rodney's Rules. I like to call it Rodney's Rules for Fulfillment, but that's kind of a mouthful.
This is something I developed as I was going through the coaching program to be a basis for what my values are going to be as I launch a business, what I truly believe, and what I can bring to the client, what I can bring to you, hopefully now with this podcast, so that we can grow together. And ultimately, if we don't have a set amount of rules, standards for our lives, we can waver. It's basically a moral compass, if you will, on what you want to do, and following these rules will help you gain success and fulfillment.
And on top of that, there are also pretty short little snippets that you can write down on a post-it note or in your journal or on a whiteboard. I have whiteboards all over our house. That was our dog Betty. And as little tidbits and reminders. So each week we're going to end the episode with Rodney's Rules, and hopefully you'll be finding it easy to jot it down and review it.
Review this. Keep it in mind. When you have something to keep in mind and read and recite to yourself throughout the day, you're going to focus. Your mind is an amazing tool, and we're going to go over a lot about the power of your mindset and your thinking. And this is not just positive thinking, the grass is green, the grass is green, the grass is green, and all of a sudden your lawn is green. No, it takes time and effort. But if you think about having a green lawn enough, your mind will tell you, okay, what do I need to do to make this a reality? And you go get the right seed, you water it regularly, you do the things. As long as you keep thinking that you want to have this, your mind will create ways for you to accomplish what you want. And we're going to help give you those tools, and part of that is going to be through Rodney's Rules. So today's rule is:
do today what you told yourself you were going to do yesterday when you went to bed.
And what that means is most of us can get really inspired at night. We go to bed, we start telling ourselves about all the great things we're going to do tomorrow, and then the alarm clock goes off in the morning, and we're just like, I don't know that I necessarily want to do those things, and we come up with 100 excuses as to why we can't do it or why we won't do it. So again, that rule is,
do today what you told yourself you were going to do yesterday when you went to bed.
Do today what you told yourself you were going to do yesterday when you went to bed. Do the things you tell yourself you're going to do. Make these small promises to yourself, like tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym. Tomorrow I'm going to make 5 sales calls. Tomorrow I'm going to call that friend that I've been meaning to call and I just have been putting it off. Do the things you tell yourself you're going to do, because when you start making these promises to yourself and then you keep said promise, you start believing more about what you can accomplish. So in closing today, we'd like to thank you for listening, and we would like to invite you to follow us on Instagram at Diorio Coaching.
That's DEIORIO, Diorio Coaching.
And I encourage you to look for fulfillment in everything that you do. Think about what you can be grateful for, and in the next week, follow Rodney's rule. Do today what you told yourself you were going to do yesterday when you went to bed. Thank you.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye-bye.